Hi everybody, this is Brook Hoover from Cedar Rapids, guitar teacher. Hey, I've got a cool idea. A lot of ideas. What I'm going to do is take the notes of an E9 chord and make some cool patterns out of it, or just see what happens. So if you learn to think this way, you can really, guitar opens up endlessly. Alright, so here's the idea. E9 chord is made of a root third fifth, a flatted 7, and a ninth, which I'll show you exactly what that means. If you take an E major scale and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're going to need our 3, 5, 9, but the 7 is flatted. So when E9 is a dominant 7th, it's in the dominant 7th family. Dominant 7th means you flat the 7th note of the scale. So let's find that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a D sharp. Flat it means we go that way, 1 fret. D sharp becomes D. So on an E7 or E9th chord, the D note is your 7th or dominant 7th. We just can call it E7. E7 and E9 are really similar. Let me say this. An E9 is an E7th with a 9th added. So let's review. Root, 3rd, 5th, 7th is basically an E7. We throw the 9 on top, which is very cool for many reasons, but the main reason I'm doing this like this right now is so we can learn to play soloing and melody lines, or improvising, or blues. So I'm going to kind of change the order. Ooh, that was cool. That was random. I just experimented. And of course you can take it into the next octave. So let's just back up a minute and remember what we're doing. It's E is the root, G sharp is the 3rd, B is the 5th, D is the 7th, and F sharp is the 9th on one string. When you play it on one string, yeah, you can kind of see it a little better. That's the advantage, because you're not weaving into different strings. The disadvantage, of course, is you've got to cover that long space. But you can kind of lock in on maybe a little position of it. That's basically playing the E9 chord, which ninths are super cool. They're like, they got a cool sound. You might be saying, why are we doing E9? Well, yeah, because it's cool, but you can do this with any chord. Break it down into the notes and play those notes as a pattern or a phrase. So we could take it into the next octave. This 16th fret is our 3rd, 19th fret is our 5th, 22 is the 7th. And if you bend that 22 up high, you got a root. I guess we can put our F sharp on down here too. So again, that's just on one string, but you can find those patterns in a tighter, form. Say like just basically play the chord one string at a time, which is a 7, 6, 7, 7, 7. E, G sharp, D, F sharp, and B. Ring finger lays really flat right there. Super straight. Which could substitute for your ninth chord. You could just go. Kind of do the funky thing. Now, that's all fine and good, but notice how I was sliding. You can also slide it up one. So ninth chords kind of have a greasy quality that you can slide them and they sound good. Like a minor chord will sound weird, like a E minor. It sounds kind of like ugh. Or a major chord. It's like, yeah, maybe, but ninth chords kind of sound sophisticated when you slide them. So running with that idea, what if you did or a possible pattern to mess around with. Let's just break that down. That's a 5, 6, 7 on the first string. Second string, 5, 6, 7. Third string, 5, 6, 7. If you can fit that in someplace. Sometimes, you know, when I play blues or something, I'm less precise. I'm sort of tumble down the stairs, see where I land. That worked a little better. I'm kind of just exploring it again here. But you end up with little chromatic runs. Like an A sharp, B. It kind of sounds cool. On the 6th string, on the 5th string, you can do the same frets. 5, 6, 7. That's pretty cool. The major third is that G sharp 6th fret on the 4th string. So that's a good note to target if you're phrasing. Try to make it sound like resolve on something beside the root, of course, but that major third. You just end up with a cool pattern there. So you can, or another spot, a ninth chord. That's a really cool one to learn. It's like a 11, 12, 11, 12 on the A, D, G, B strings. It's a G sharp, D, F sharp, B. There's no root unless you hit the outer strings. That chord is also slippery, of course. So when I'm, if I'm noodling or soloing or phrasing or something, it kind of is an alternative to the blues or pentatonic scale. You're just playing these chord tones. So you can play them in order, like, or kind of stagger them. And these also inspire some chromatic. it kind of is a nice alternative to the old minor pentatonic pattern that does sound good. You know, keep playing the minor pentatonic, but you start adding these chord things in there, like as just an alternative to, you know, it's just one of your it's in your bag of tricks. It's in your tool belt. And again, just to review, or skip the root. Sounds like the James Brown song "I Feel Good" when he goes. Let's see if it works here. It's a cool way to think about it. Let's do it like this. That's a root, third, fifth, flatted 7, ninth. E, G sharp, B, D, F sharp. Yeah, the ninth chord just has that kind of, you know, I mean, a regular E chord's kind of like an E7 chord. It's all good and everything, but you add that ninth, it's a little more, it's just kind of gives it a lift. It sounds just a shade more sophisticated. All right, so this could kind of fall under the category of chord tone soloing. Just tear any chord apart and turn it into possible patterns, and maybe add a little something if it sounds good. You know, that this one, the ninth chord just has that. It just works with that kind of movement. Maybe, depending on bariatric conditions. Weather, temperature, wind speed, direction, colors. You know, it might work one day and maybe not another day, but it could work. It does work. All right, this is Brook Hoover saying thanks for hanging out. I enjoy making these videos. It's a lot of fun. Okay, man. Take care. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.